Hey YouTube, today I'm gonna be changing out the inner and outer tie rod and on this 2004 Nissan Murano. First thing you want to do is break your lug nuts. I got a air gun here, and then you want to jack it up, put it on jack stand, secure it on jack stand. I have the tire here also, and take off the tire. Next thing you want to do is take off this nut here, this castle nut, but this one isn't a castle nut, it's a regular nut. Take this off and take the tie rod end off, and then I'm gonna take the inner part out. This bolt here is a 22 mm. Next thing you want to do is take your small sledgehammer or your regular hammer, and you want to shock it here on this, the knuckle right where the tie rod goes in here, like this. Okay, next step, you want to take off this clamp here and this one here. So pull the boot back. If you want, you can take out this tie rod end first from here. You get a vice grip or something, clamp it here and then open it from here, but I'm gonna take out the whole piece because I'm doing inner and outer. Next, get a pick and open this clamp here, this lock from here. Okay, this clamp here follows all the way down like this at the bottom, so I can't get to open it, so I use a pick to just open this piece here, and a screwdriver, and then I tap it back with push it back with a screwdriver and a hammer, or you can tap it with your hand. So I tap it back like this, it stays there, and then I pull the boot. So pull the boot to expose the inner tie rod. So this is the inner tie rod piece here, and you can use a tie rod tool to get this off, and I'm gonna just use like a channel lock or something, or a big open end box wrench to clamp here and break it loose from this piece here, just this piece here. This is the rack and pinion here. You gotta take it off from this end. Okay, so I got the inner tie rod loose. As you can see, there's not too much space here. Control arm is in the way, sway bar is in the way. So I use a vice grip and put it from the bottom, make sure I grip it good and break it loose. You can use a small pipe on it for more leverage, or you can get it loose. Just rent a tool from AutoZone, the inner tie rod tool. So broke loose, as you can see. Gripped it right here because this was too big, too thick to get in there. This adjustable wrench was too long and also a little too thick to get in there. This big channel lock, not enough gripping power, and it's also too big. So Put on a vice grip. Make sure you grip it good, as you can see here. So now I'm gonna take the new one, new inner one, and measure it. Same length. Outer tie rod, inner tie rod. Measure this one, and screw this two together and measure it. Same length, and put it on back. And you're gonna need a alignment after this. I'm gonna reuse the boot and this clamp and the inner clamp also. It's good. Or I'm gonna use a zip tie. Okay, so before I took it off, I was supposed to take off the tie rod end first because I'm using back this boot, and now I have it off already, so I have it on a vise here, trying to get the tie rod end off so I can slip the boot off. But this piece here is stuck. This is not the type of the nut, the lock-in nut. It's just a tie rod end, and it screws in here like these type. They are the adjustable type. When you screw it in, you pull in the tire. When you screw it out, push the tire out, something like that. If you want to align it that the redneck way. So the guy didn't buy new boot covers, the dust cover, so I heat it up a little here, but and put it in a vise and try to use pipe with a wrench and stuff like that. It's not working. And even though if I put it back on the car, this piece here gonna spin. Here, this piece here gonna spin, so I can't get it off. It's like stuck here, seized. So I'm not gonna use this back, so the best thing to do is take a grinder and cut it with a cutting wheel and cut it right here. So the boot is gonna cut it in half, and then you can take the boot off. That's the easiest way I see to get this off, because it's stuck here. Then I put it in the vise and clamp it here and try to break it. Hold this side, and it's not working. As you can see, it's bent. Turn it back like from here with a monkey wrench, whatever you call it here, and it's bent, as you can see here. So it's very stuck and rusted in here. So I'm just gonna cut it in half to get the boot off. Okay, you want to put on your safety glasses at all times when doing any type of work, not only do it yourself auto repair. Okay, so I can slide the boot off from here now, like this, instead of wasting time trying to there you go. I can use the boot back, it's good. And this is junk, so I'm not gonna use this anymore. So this is the old one. I'm gonna use this back, so I need this. That's it. So don't kill yourself trying to open this or whatever. Just cut it if you're not gonna use it back. Okay, so the old one, as you can see, I cut it right here, but I put it back here. You want to measure the old one from the center of the tie rod end to this inner tie rod end here, not the threads. Have like roughly 17.25. And the new one, you want to do the same. As you can see, the new one has the lock-in nut. This one is better than this one here. And you want to put in the boot first, and the grease it comes with, you want to take this grease and grease all, apply it outside here, and then put in this boot. You got to put in the boot first, and your small clamp for here. and make sure it's the same, roughly the same measurement like this one, the length. And then you can adjust it. When you put it on, you can adjust it from here. Don't make this too tight, so you can adjust it by turning this piece here in or outward. So the whole clamp is damaged because the piece that you put in here to clamp it is broken off. So I'm gonna just use 2 zip ties to get it put together. And I put the grease in here, and the boot, now I'm gonna this boot, push it back like this all the way. And don't forget to put your crush washer. You put this in here, and then you go from the back and bend it back so it squeeze onto this flat piece here. Okay, and this clamp, you put it back. Now I'm gonna take this nut off and screw these two together. Okay, so I put it back together. It's roughly like 17 1/4. If you want, you can put in the inner end first and the outer end. You want to make the inner tie rod nut nice and tight, using this vice grip to get it from the top here and from the bottom. One more thing I forgot to mention: if the inner tie rod end is close to the frame and you can't get it, you can turn the steering left or right so it pushes out the rack and pinion gear here. As you can see, this end here is all the way out, and you turn it a little more to the right, this piece is gonna go in back, so you can turn it to the left. This is the driver's side here I'm doing, so you can turn it and get more space here to take it out. Okay, I put back the boot on clamp. Inside I put a zip tie. I'm gonna cut off this piece here, and that's it. It's back on. Make sure you I'm gonna leave this loose a little, because when I put back the tire, and I'm gonna see if it's aligned straight with this fender here, supposed to be, and then I'm gonna adjust it a little from here, turn this inner out to move this piece back out or in, and then when I'm finished, I'm gonna screw this back, this lock and nut, make it nice and tight. The inner nut you want to make nice and tight. And also, when you're doing this, before you start this, you want the steering wheel to be straight, and you don't want it to be one side. So you want to make this nice and tight after that. Put back your bolt in, comes with a new bolt. Put back the new bolt, your castle nut, your nut, and your cotter pin. Make it nice and tight, and put back your tire. And that's it. That's how you replace your inner tie rod. Or if you want to replace the outer tie rod, you just loosen the castle nut, break this nut loose here, a couple of like this, you break it like a little, not too much, and then you take off this nut here and take this off. Some people want, and they count the threads, they measure it, put a mark here with some paint or something. So you put back the new one, the nut is right there because you didn't move it too far, and that's it. You make it nice and tight back to do your outer tie rod. If it's bad, if it's shaking, like if it's bad here, the boot is bad, it's gonna shake like this, or back and forth like this. But this tie rod, inner and outer, wasn't that bad, but the guy, he wanna put new ones, so I'm just putting new ones for him. So this is the passenger side, driver side is the same. And that's how you do it. Thanks for watching.